barbecue chicken grain bowl. You don't have time to make this barbecue sauce? No problem. You just buy one at the grocery store. But we're starting with some ketchup, some apple cider vinegar, a little brown sugar, some Worcestershire sauce, which has so much flavor in it. And then our spices are a little chili powder and some garlic salt. But what the key is to making this really good sticky oven barbecue sauce is putting this on the heat for about 5 to 7 minutes, really reduce it. And what you get is a sauce that is a little bit richer, like I said, a little stickier, and just perfect for that oven roasted barbecue. So now we're going to talk about the chicken. I know you're a fan of chicken thighs, right, Rachel?
Oh, huge fan.
They're the perfect portion size, which I think is awesome.
Yes.
And I just think the flavor's better, the price is better. They're really great. So the
family style packs are so inexpensive per pound. It's just such a great bargain, and they're foolproof. You can't ruin it. They're foolproof.
Exactly. And I've just taken about a half cup of that reserve barbecue sauce, tossed it with salt and pepper, and we've got all that flavor that we put into the sauce. And one tip I gave her was cooking on a wire rack so that you get that air circulation.
Yes, and the heat goes all the way around. Yep.
Sure does. And then Valerie's going to cook these at 425. And the key is two times. After 5 minutes, you're going to rebase these with more of that barbecue sauce. Just a little bit more. And what happens is that stickiness that really mimics something you might get on the grill. And then we like to finish with a little bit of broiler. So we get that yummy stickiness and those charred pieces on top. And this will happen in 25 minutes. So it's still a really quick meal. But we're going to make this a little bit more of a composed meal. So this is how I like to do it. And one piece of advice I gave Valerie is anytime I'm cooking and I got picky kids that I'm dealing with, I pull out both. We're going to compose Valerie and her husband's on this side and the kids who like their food separated on this side. So we're starting with some rice because it's a grain bowl. You could use quinoa or couscous, whatever you wanted, but we're using some brown rice. So we're going to add some greens to her, the kids. The kids are going to pass on the greens and that's fine. But then let's talk about all the other things that mostly come from the pantry to assemble these bowls. So we're going to use some black beans, which are so great source of protein, and my kids
and high in fiber and great nutrition.
Exactly. So we can put that in the separate portion there. We're going to use some corn, and whether you want to use fresh corn during the summer or frozen corn or even a canned corn, this is something Valerie can keep on hand in her freezer or her pantry. I really like grape tomatoes. She told me kids are passing on tomatoes in her household, but they do love the corn. And so we are going to add just a little bit of corn here. But see how I've got both, and I'm just deconstructing this plate while I'm making a composed plate.
I gotcha.
Over here. And you really don't have to think that hard about it, but by doing this, you're able to make one thing. This is our barbecue chicken that's been chopped up just a little bit without making a completely separate meal. Now, the other bit of advice I gave Val is because she said her kids love sauce. They love sauce. So we took some of that homemade barbecue sauce with a little bit of store-bought ranch. I'm going to put that right there so the kids can dip. And then Valerie can either drizzle with a little bit of that barbecue sauce or a little bit of dressing, or she was saying, I just like a lot of citrus on my grain bowls. So this way, we've got the same meal, just deconstructed for the kids and assembled for the parents, and everyone feels like they're winning, and you don't feel like you were a short order cook tonight.